going on YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you April 2017's album of the month, and I couldn't be more excited to be talking to you about Please Please and their new record, Jet Black. So good, and I'm so excited because this doubles as a Viva La Vinyl record review, and I'm just going to tell you, this is an instant classic. So good from start to finish. I'm going to go ahead and say I give this a 9 out of 10. It is just a masterpiece. And just from the cover art alone, I love this. It looks kind of like the Death Star or something, and then it says Jet Black real small here in typewriter font. And when you look at it closely, you see it's Jet Black typed over and over again to form this image. And it just reminds me of, The Shining, the all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So it's kind of cool. And thematically, if you want to equate to, the adventure of Star Wars, but also the darkness of The Shining, I think that kind of fits. In a weird way. I mean, the opening track, Animals, has that line, the animals are taking control, and then you have that adventure in the music with this arpeggiated keyboard thing going on right off the bat, and you're like, where's this gonna go? And then the guitar comes in with this singular note riff that is just so cool, and you're off to the races. And I'm telling you that if you love music in general, you're going to find something to love here. I've described Please Please in the past as kind of Radiohead in the 80s with a groove. You can put your teeth out and dance to it, and this is no exception, but also it's like they're maturing, becoming even better, and going into new territory on every song, especially on We Don't Scare. The second song on here is so cool, and I've had the privilege of interviewing Dan Dixon, the frontman, last year. You can check out the link to that here. But he said in the interview that on this new record there was going to be a lot more cohesion as a band in the songwriting process. You can really feel that on this song in particular, especially in the instrumental freak out at the end, which is just so cool. Andre playing the keys on that. It sounds like the band is like trapped in a Nintendo game, and I mean that in a good way. It is just so cool. You have to hear it for yourself. And the next track, the title track, Jet Black, oh my gosh, I think this one would have to be my favorite at the moment. It is just so catchy and so anthemic, so huge on the chorus, and such a great melody, but at the same time, it has that darkness, the shining behind it of Dan's lyrics saying, you walk on wires but you never take me. Such cool, abstract, but relatable lyrics. I love it. It's just so Dan Dixon. And another song that stands out in the same way is the track Broke, which kind of reminds me of 60s Love Song from their first EP that came out a few years back, because it has this kind of slow build, and then it just, the payoff is so worth it, so huge. The production on this is so great, and I love that song. I'm really feeling it these days because it starts out saying, I'm tired, so tired, and I've tired does not even begin to explain it with stuff that's going on with me these days, so I feel that one right here, man. And just the vocal delivery on this song is top notch. And speaking of vocal delivery, the next song, Laser Eyes, Dan does this falsetto that's like Prince-worthy, so good, and the groove on that song, you got to hear it live too. I had the privilege of seeing them play this whole album front to back last week at the Earl. Such an amazing performance, guys. Just all over. You guys are always great live. But this album, the lead single, Fools, that they released, I already went on and on about that track on a Hot Tracks review that I did for that. You can check that out. But just, again, front to back, so good. And the closing track on here, Let You Down, it's another slow builder, but so worth it. It has these really cool synthesizers and this really cool drum beat that it has kind of that that 80s feel, but then it feels like the future at the same time. That's what's so cool about this band. It's really, they just have this timeless sound, but it feels like something new and fresh. And man, I love this song because there's so much truth to it lyrically, so much humanity to it. The chorus says, please don't rely on me because I will always let you down. And you know, that's humanity right there, and humility. And it just, when it's over, it's like, man, this is already over. I gotta start this record back from the beginning again. I've probably already listened to this thing, I don't know how many times, but it sounds great, guys. I'm just so proud of this Atlanta, Georgia band that you know, I happened to catch them on their first ever show at the Drunken Unicorn back a few years, and we've been following them closely, and they just keep getting better and better, and I'm so excited to see where they go next. So guys, check this record out. So far it is at the top of my list for album of the year. So again, 9 out of 10. Check it out. It is, you can find it all over the internet. So guys, like, subscribe. I got a lot more content coming, and I really appreciate you watching. Check out Please Please, Viva La Vinyl, and I will see you soon.